Hello, our lesson for today is about stress placement in simple words. By simple words we mean words consisting of only the stem and no affixes joined to them. We will be dealing with two rules, Rule 1 and Rule 2. Rule 1 is devoted for verbs and adjectives, i.e. 2 and 3 syllable words, or disyllabic and trisyllabic words. Rule 2 is devoted for nouns, consisting of 2 or 3 syllables. We start with Rule 1. Rule 1 has 3 sub-rules, Rule 1a, Rule 1b and Rule 1c that we will be dealing with them later on. We start with Rule 1a. Rule 1a says if the last syllable consists of a long vowel or a diphthong or a long vowel followed by one single consonant or closed by one single consonant or a diphthong followed by one single consonant, then the stress will fall on the alt or the last syllable. We see some examples. The first case where the last syllable consists of a long vowel, we have the verb prefer, prefer. Look to the last syllable. We have the long vowel so we place the stress on the last syllable or the alt. Another example, agree, agree. Here the last syllable consists of the long vowel e, so we have placed the stress on that last syllable or the alt. In the second case, where we have the diphthong, look to the verb commandeer, commandeer. The last syllable of this verb consists of the diphthong ear, so we have placed the stress on the alt or last syllable. Another example is the adjective severe, severe. The last syllable consists of the diphthong ear, so we have placed the stress on the alt syllable. The third case is a long vowel followed by one single consonant. We have the example complete, complete. The last syllable consists of a long vowel which is long e followed by one single consonant which is the sound t or the consonant sound t. So we have placed the stress on the alt. Another example is refuse, refuse. The last syllable in refuse consists of the long vowel oo followed by the consonant sound z. So we have placed the stress on the alt. The third case is a diphthong followed by one single consonant. For example, sublime. In this word, in the last syllable we have the diphthong I followed by one single consonant which is m, so we have placed the stress on the alt. Another example, retain. In this word, the last syllable consists of the diphthong a followed by the one single consonant which is the n, so we have placed the stress on the last syllable or the alt. We move to the second sub-rule in the first rule, which is Rule 1b. It says if the last syllable consists of a short vowel followed by two consonants and only two consonants, not one, not three, not four. So if the last syllable consists of a short vowel followed by two consonants, the stress will fall on the alt or the last syllable. For example, we have the verb collect, collect. So the last syllable consists of the short vowel e followed by two consonants which are k and t. So we have placed the stress on that syllable, that is the alt. Another example, subtract. In this word, the last syllable consists of the vowel or the short vowel a followed by two consonants which are k and t. So we have placed the stress on the last syllable or the alt. We move to Rule 1C, other cases. It says if we don't find Rule 1A or Rule 1B, it means we will find other cases. In this case, we are going to place the stress on the penult or the second from the end. Look to the examples. We have the word consider, consider. The last syllable does not consist of the rule 1A, neither the rule 1B. So we have placed the stress on the penult, that is, the second from the end. Another example, the word cancel, the word cancel. Look to the last syllable. We don't find as well Rule 1A nor Rule 1B. So it means we find other cases. In this case, we place the stress on the penult or the second from the end. We move to Rule 2, which is devoted for nouns. It has two sub-rules, Rule 2A and Rule 2B. Rule 2A says, if the last syllable of the noun contains a short vowel, then the stress will fall on the penult, that is, the second from the end. We see some examples. Look to the word effort. The last syllable contains the short vowel e or the schwa, so we have placed the stress on the penult or the second from the end. Another example, the word reflex. This word, in the last syllable, it contains the short vowel e. So we place the stress on the penult, that is, second from the end. The word disaster, disaster. In the last syllable, we have the short vowel e or the schwa, so we have placed the stress on the penult. We move to the second sub-rule, that is the Rule 2B. It says, if the last syllable of the noun contains a long vowel or a diphthong, the stress will fall on the alt. For example, the word relief. In the last syllable, we have the long vowel e, so we have placed the stress on the alt or the final syllable. Another example, the noun applause. The last syllable of this noun contains a long vowel which is o, so we have placed the stress on the alt. We move to examples with the diphthong. The example, array. This noun contains a diphthong in the last syllable, so we place the stress on the alt as well. And another example, the word affair. The last syllable of this word contains the diphthong air, so we have placed the stress on the last syllable. We have finished with the 2 rules of stress placement in simple words. Thank you.